Alright, my people, this video is a very educative one, and someone I know very well wasn't shocked. However, they laughed out loud when they saw this video. I want you to listen to this video very carefully.
Walking down the streets, feeling the breeze, in the sunshine state where dreams come with ease. Palm trees swaying with the ocean in view. This is the place where I always feel brand new. Sipping on a smoothie, chilling by the shore. Got my shades on, feeling like I can't be ignored. Sun-kissed skin, feeling so alive in the soft rap game. I strive to thrive. Waves crashing on the sand as I ride the vibe. Soft rap flowing, let the
I beg, Niger people, make una tell me, how do I become Nigerian? My Niger people, wahala day. I need una advice for this matter. I have learned something today. I hope it's not true. Niger people, please correct me. If it's true, I am seeing Shege Pro Max. In my country, if we marry a foreigner, they have the right to become a US citizen. Now there's a process they gotta go through, but my wife, American passport. My children, American passports, right? Because my wife is Nigerian, she has a Nigerian passport. My children, Nigerian passports. I was doing some online research, and I learned that according to the Nigerian constitution, a Nigerian man, when he marries a foreigner, can allow her to apply for citizenship immediately. But a Nigerian woman, when she marries a foreigner, that man has to live in Nigeria for 15 years before he's eligible to apply for citizenship.
Yeah, it's kind of like really funny because we were reading about the whole thing because we are planning on going to Nigeria to live there for 5 years, 6 years, whatever, for a long time. So we're looking into him getting, everything done. But it says that if me, as a Nigerian woman, and I get married to a foreigner, the man cannot become a Nigerian except he lived in Nigeria for 15 years. But if a Nigerian man get married to a foreigner, the woman can apply to become a Nigerian as soon as possible. Immediately, like
that's the right in my country. You can apply immediately. Why shouldn't I be able to travel freely in and out without stress?
Like, I don't think that is right. I don't think that should be so. So I'm telling my husband that maybe we just read the wrong information because we need explanation. Like, that cannot be right.
I don't know who has Tinubu's DMs, his email, his social media. We gotta see about this. It's not right.
Alright, brothers and sisters, Nigeria is a complex zone to foreigners. Outsiders do not know about our nation. They don't understand us as a nation. However, if you're a bona fide citizen of Nigeria, especially if you are born and bred in Nigeria and you are trained under a traditional family, you will understand that this is very simple. We are different from most African nations. Nigeria is a unique nation in Africa. We all know that the highest population of black people in the world are in Nigeria, and the blacks that are scattered outside Africa in other continents, we are taken from Africa, and 70% of these Africans we are taken from Nigeria. This simply means that it is in Nigeria that you will find some of the most undiluted personalities and traditions of the Sun people. Yes, I mean the Sun people, the children of our Kebulan, the African people. We adore our goddesses. We adore our women. However, in Nigeria, we live in the men's world. This is the bitter truth. It is hard to accept, but that is just it. In Nigeria, we generally run a patriarchal society. Although there are some matrilineal attributes in one or two occasions, okay, especially in terms of benefits, some property sharings. Yes, there are communities like that. However, they are not much. They do exist. In marriage, in particular in Nigeria, it is the man that marries a woman. It is the woman that bears the name of a man. It is a man that gives his identity to a woman. Hope that is clear. Except In some cases in the royal family, in rare cases whereby there is no male heir apparent to the throne. I don't want to bug us with unnecessary stories. However, I want you to listen to this narrative that will make you understand this the more. In our traditional society, if a king gives birth to many children, let's say 12 daughters, and a son being the last, it is that son that becomes the heir apparent to the throne of the kingdom, irrespective of the fact that the young boy do have elder siblings. Okay, that is how it works here in most societies or in most communities in Nigeria. It is the man that takes charge. Okay, it is the man that becomes the king. It is the man that rules. Okay, it is the man's war. That is patriarchy. All right, it is the decision of the man. However, in some cases, all right, whereby the king did not give birth to any male child, then the eldest daughter becomes the crown princess. Did you understand that? However, the crown princess must marry a man before ascending the throne together with her husband, according to the king's proclamation only, and she's expected to marry a true blood from a dignified family with a royal link. This is where it gets twisted. Her husband will bear his family name alone because he's a man, unlike in some places or in the Western nation whereby if the lady is a queen, her husband will abandon his family name and take the name of the queen. No, it does not work here. Because he is a man, he will maintain his name. However, he will maintain his name alone. The queen will maintain her father's name, and her children, in order to qualify to inherit the throne, will retain the king's name. I'm going to give us an example. For example, let's say King Adeniyi was the king, and under his decree, his daughter's husband will sit on his throne. His daughter Aderonke Adeniyi now got married to Adekunle Agbola. Adekunle Agbola may become the king, but his siblings are not part of the direct royal family, only him. Also, his wife, Queen Aderonke Adeniyi, remains and maintains her name. The children will take the initials of their father, Kunle, that is Adekunle, but their last name shall be of the throne, Adeniyi, if they truly want to inherit the throne of their grandfather. Right? However, the man will not change his name except on the decree of the king, which is very, very rare. 98 or 99% of the time, the king or the husband to the queen will maintain his name. In Nigeria, a man is in charge of a home and he gives his identity to the woman. He gives his identity to his children. It is not the other way around. You are entitled to certain benefits naturally through your father. In Nigeria, you are entitled to certain benefits through your mother. And in Nigeria, you are entitled to certain benefits through your husband. However, it is believed that it is the man that grants benefits to the woman. Because we are first traditional people. We have a culture. Civilization, yes, broadened our horizon. We were colonized to speak foreign language, yes. We are meant to blend with the global society, but we have our culture still embedded in our constitution. Now, let us go to the constitution. The Constitution of Citizenship is under the Ministry of Interior in Nigeria. Now, to foreigners, there is disparity in the citizenship by registration between a man and a woman. While a foreign woman married to a Nigerian man can become a Nigerian citizen, which is not automatic. Let us make this clear. It is not automatic that if you, a Niger wife, marries a Nigerian man, that you are now a Nigerian citizen. No. You must first apply to become a Nigerian citizen. And to apply, you must provide your evidence of marriage, including your marriage certificate. You must provide your proof that your husband is a Nigerian citizen, because in some cases there are some foreigners that claims to be Nigerians in the diaspora and they will marry foreigners. And over time, you will realize that they claimed to be Nigerians, but they were from neighboring countries like Cameroon, Benin Republic, and the rest. So you will have to provide that evidence that your husband is a Nigerian. Hope that is clear. However, you will also provide other things to prove the criteria, to meet with the criteria of your citizenship before it will be approved. However, if you, the non-Nigerian, is a man, no, you can't be granted citizenship by marriage.
Wait though, do you know that in Nigeria only men can give their foreign wives citizenship? That is why we have Niger wife. It's not applicable for Nigerian women that are marrying foreigners. It's not fair. What do you think?
Hi guys, I just met this young guy. His name is Chibiko Obonna. He's angry right now that Nigeria deny him passport. He wanted to go to Nigeria, then Nigeria deny him passport. So Chibiko, how do you feel about it?
I put the hot well. They were hot.
Your blood they hot well.
I go to Nigeria when I went to Nigeria that time. Go town say give me Nigeria passport. They don't give me.
Oh my God.
And we were come from Nigeria and I tell them my name is Chibiko Obonna. She started as Bamo one.
Say you tell them say your name na Bamo one of
Enugu State. Yes.
They still rejected
you. They still reject them.
Oh my God, that is not good.
Because
so how do you feel about it?
I'm not happy at all. Because now every month I have to go to Nigeria to apply for visa, go Nigeria every month.
Just
to go Nigeria.
Oh my.
Me were come from Nigeria, they won't give me Nigeria passport. They come and give me UK passport, me will not be English again.
Okay, you don't want to be Englishman, British again. You just want to
I want
be.
to swap Nigeria English passport with Nigeria passport. You should be happy how me swap the passport, I'll be happy. You will just to go to a lot of wealthy Nigeria, they ask me to give me Nigeria passport, because I give my British.
Are you serious? Even me, I want make you give me your British, I give you Nigerian passport. Okay, what most swap? I don't get that British passport. I don't get British.
For you, you can only be granted some Niger husband benefits, okay? And part of it is you getting a resident permit easily. Okay, if you apply for permits, they will grant you 5 years permit subject to renewal. However, staying in Nigeria for 5 years isn't enough to make you apply for citizenship. You must stay in Nigeria for a minimum of 15 years straight. That is before you apply. Or you must have stayed for 1 full year straight in Nigeria before traveling. Then within your time of traveling and entering Nigeria, if they calculate your total stay in Nigeria only, it will not be a minimum of 15 years. That is when you are qualified to apply for Nigerian citizenship. So that is how it works. There is no two other ways about it. For as long as you're a non-Nigerian man married to a Nigerian woman. So our system is patriarchy. Marrying a Nigerian woman as a non-Nigerian man cannot grant you citizenship. However, if you're a Niger wife, of course, you can be given citizenship if you apply and you meet the criteria. So this is an eye-opener to everyone. If you are a non-Nigerian man that is in love or dating a Nigerian woman, I want you to know this and know peace. Hope this is clear now. So many of you are surprised to know this. Like I said, we the citizens of Nigeria, we don't know what we have. Yes, we have bad government, we have bad leaders, we are ranting here and there. But Nigeria is a sovereign nation. This country is so unique. You don't just get any jamboree. There is no garbage in, garbage out. We know our worth as Nigeria. And this country is a very strong nation.
Walking down the streets, feeling the breeze. In the sunshine state where dreams come with ease. Palm trees swaying with the ocean in view. This is the place where I always feel brand new. Sipping on a smoothie, chilling by the shore. Got my shades on, feeling like I can't be ignored. Sun-kissed skin, feeling so alive in the soft rap game. I strive to thrive. Waves crashing on the sand as I ride the vibe. Soft rap flowing, let the rhythm collide. I'm the king of this groove with the catchy hook. Got the ladies moving and the fellas shook. Then the endless summer when worries turn to glory. Was down the boulevard with the top down low, music blasting loud, feeling the flow. Neon lights flicker in the night's embrace, lost in the moment in this rhythmic chase. Catching glances from strangers as I pass them by, in the city of dreams where stars light up the sky. Every step, every verse takes me closer to the high, in this soft rap world where I spread my wings and fly.